Hey guys, welcome to episode 33 of our NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. Well, it was an interesting end of round two for the truck series for Fredo. He managed to pull it off in Bristol and just absolutely dominated that race. Led every single lap except for one. That was because of a late race restart where Zane Smith stole a kind of led a lap coming to the green flag, but he led 49 of 50 laps, had the entire field lapped twice at one point. That's how strong he was, and just cruised to a 6-second lead, almost half a lap. He just absolutely dominated that race, and that has punched his ticket into the round of 8, where it starts here in Las Vegas. We'll look at the points right here. So Grant Enfinger, once again, your points leader. Fredo Bangino only 3 points behind. In second, Johnny Sauter is third. Todd Gillen is fourth. Ben Rhodes fifth. Ross Chastain is sixth. Stuart Friesen is seventh. And sneaking in at the last race is Christian Eckes, who snuck into the round of 8, knocking out Austin Hill after a horrible run at Bristol by Hill. So Austin Hill and Jordan Anderson are now officially eliminated from the championship chase. So it's up to these 8 drivers here. And they've got 3 races to make the final round, which will end at Martinsville. So, yeah, it's go time now. So, in about 3 races, we're going to find out who's going to be racing for a championship. So, with all that said, it's all going to start here at Las Vegas. So, what do you say we head to the track and find out if Fredo can punch his ticket into the final round of the chase, I should say. So, yeah, let's see if he can win here and maybe race for a championship. All right, Fredo, it's time to start the round of 8 and qualify at Las Vegas. So, yeah, Fredo had a very strong truck at Bristol. Absolutely dominated there. Not sure what we're going to be like here at Vegas. Hopefully Fredo has a good truck here as well. Maybe he can pull off a win here. We'll find out. But he's going to come off turn 4 and get the green flag to start the qualifying lap. And here we go. Might should have took a little bit of gear out of that thing for Fredo. We might do that before the race starts, but right now the truck seems to be pretty good. Right now, he's coming off turn 4 to get the checkered flag for qualifying. We'll see where he starts here. So he gets a 33.93, and he qualifies 19th. Not a great qualifying run, but it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So let's take a look at the running order or starting order. Grant Enfinger gets the pole, has a strong start to the round of 8 here. Matt Crafton starts second, Todd Gillen third, Stuart Friesen fourth, and Chris Eckes snuck into the top 8, qualifies 5th. So yeah, we'll scroll on down there. Johnny Sauter got in. He had enough points to get in. Jordan Anderson just got eliminated. So yeah, we'll go on down here. There's Fredo in 19th. And Clay Greenfield rounds out your field in 30 seconds. So let's see if Fredo can start the round of 8 right and maybe get a W here too. Make it back-to-back wins. Lock himself into that final round. All right, Fredo, it's time to roll the dice and do a little racing at night. So here we go. We're underway at Las Vegas. So Fredo just needs to be steady. He's really got enough points. He can make it on points, providing he can run good enough and not be crazy and have like really bad finishes. To get in the final round of the championship, but with Talladega coming up, that's probably his weakest track. So he really needs to try and win here or at Martinsville. in order to have a shot. I'm telling you what, this truck is really bouncing for Fredo. You can see on his onboard camera right there, it's really jumping around. But so far, Fredo's had no complaints on the radio about the handling on this truck. It seems to be running pretty good. He's moving on up. He's up to 12th right now. Top 10 is right there in his grasp. So we'll bail off into turn 1. Oh boy, Fredo kind of overdrove it just a little bit there, but he does take 10th away from. He does take 10th place away, and it's getting dicey. We're almost 4 wide. They're 3 wide for the top 10. And there goes Chastain. Remember, he's in the round of 8 too, so he's got to get it done. I mean, there is no more give or take now. It's all, you got to get it done now, Fredo. The championship is within his grasp. He needs to have a good finish. And Chris Nicholas is doing what he needs to do as well. He just moved into the top 10. There's a lot of guys here that's going to be racing hard for these final transfer spots to get into the chase and for wins. So yeah, that was getting pretty wild there for a little bit. But it seems to be lining itself out now. We need to check the tires and see how they look. Yeah, the tires are really starting to wear out on the right side, so Fredo's got about 7 laps of fuel left. It may be questionable if he can go that far before the tires start really giving out. Because that was some hard racing Fredo had to do there to hang on to get into the top 10 there. Oh wow, he just got hammered. So there's Stewart freezing up ahead right there, so Fredo needs to pick him off and stay ahead of him. That's another driver he can keep behind him. Oh, we got a caution, so we're going to come in and get 4 tires and fuel. And the top 2 drivers stayed out. Oh my, this could be big. We don't know if they pitted earlier or if they're still on old tires. But this could be huge. You're going to get their doors blown because everybody behind them has fresh tires. There's Grant Enfinger up ahead. So Fredo's right behind him. The pit crew did their job. Got Fredo out close to the front. Oh wow, that could have got ugly right there. He touched the apron there, and the truck got really unstable. But look at Fredo go! New leader, Fredo Banguino the 4th. He's definitely doing what he needs to do. If he can just get back to the line and lead that lap, he's got to lead a lap. And here comes Johnny Sauer just screaming by to take the lead. And there goes Enfinger. Oh man. Oh wow, Tanner Gray just about lost him. He got really loose. There's guys racing to get into the Final 4. There's guys racing for pride. It could get wild here. This is not going to be like Bristol where Fredo just cruised to a win. He's going to have to work for this one. There goes Austin Hill. Passed. He's not in the championship chase, but Fredo doesn't need to be giving up any more spots than he really needs to. Okay, it looks like the tires are starting to wear out now, so Fredo's going to start reeling them back in, I think. So if that trend keeps up, Fredo might be all right here. He's starting to kind of close back in on Tanner Gray there, or not Tanner Gray, Austin Hill. No, it is Tanner Gray, my bad. So yeah, he is closing in on Tanner Gray. So that's good. The tires are wearing out. Fredo's kind of starting to reel them back in a little bit. So Fredo draws the bead on Gray. He'll go by him. You know what? Let's take a look and see if Fredo actually is closing in on the leaders. He's definitely closing in on fourth. So that part we know for sure he is closing in a little bit. Not overly quick, but he is reeling them back in just ever so slightly. And I think he is closing in on Johnny Sauter as well. It seems like from the onboard camera, Sauter is getting a little bit bigger out the windshield there for Fredo. And he's going to pick off Zane Smith and Grant Enfingers. So that's big right there. Remember, Enfingers the points leader. Is the points leader coming into this round of 8. So that's big for Fredo to pick him off. But Johnny Sauter, if he stays where he's at, he's going to advance to the final round. Oh, wow, we got a caution. Okay, so we're going to pit again. Fredo's got 4 tires. Look what the pit crew did. Got Fredo out in front. I don't think he'll be able to hang on to it, but he might can lead a lap here. Fredo can get a good restart here. So here we go. Okay, Fredo led a lap. That's important. That's a bonus point. So we need to kind of wait till we come back around and see how many laps we got to go. This could determine what kind of pit strategy we put on for Fredo here. And Fredo's got the clean air. Unfortunately, Johnny Sauter's going to get a beat on the inside. He's going to take the lead away once again. Oh, here comes Hill as well. Ben Rhodes goes flying past. I mean, these guys, and all these guys are racing to get into the Final Four. So this could get real interesting right up here. Whoa! That just about got large there. Fredo loses another spot to Gillen and Eckes. So yeah, all these round of 8 guys are right there on top of each other. We've got 12 laps to go. So, okay, so Fredo's got 9 laps of fuel and there's 12 laps to go. So you're going to have to pit with 3 laps to go, assuming it stays green. That can mean we could try 2 tires. So we might try a little strategy with Fredo here. And but Fredo's really starting to slide back. Fredo slid back to 9th and he just about lost 10th there. So he really needs to watch himself. I think he'll start reeling these guys back in. But he's just losing too much time when everybody's on equal tires, fresh tires. His truck is not that good on the short run. Just like clockwork, looks like Fredo's starting to close back in on the field up ahead of him. He's back all over Brett Moffitt and Todd Gilliland, so he'll likely pass both of them. Truck is starting to free up a little bit. That might be a problem for later on. We'll see. But Fredo just needs to be smooth right now. And he's doing his job. He needs to have a strong run. So I think we'll be all right. Fredo's going to go past All these guys take over fourth. Oh boy, we are 3 wide again. There's Chastain on the inside, Zane Smith on the outside. And remember, Chastain's a round of 8 driver. He's looking to get in that final 4 as well. So, whoa, that could have been ugly. We drifted up guy into Fredo drifted up guy into Chastain a little bit. So he has got to be careful here. And the tires are really starting to go away on this truck. So, I don't know, Fredo may be better off to kind of short pit a little bit. Those guys kind of drifted down like they're getting ready to pit. Oh, they are, they're pitting. Okay, so I think, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have to come in and get 4 tires of fuel. So yeah, Fredo's going to come in and get 4 tires, fuel, and then we're going for a green, white checker. Unfortunately, that put us all the way back to 16th. So yeah, this might not be a good thing. So let's see what Fredo's got here. At least there's no holding back now. There's no more saving tires, no more saving fuel. So Fredo's got to go. Yeah, 2 laps to go. Green, white checker. Oh, boy, we didn't need to do that. Oh boy, Fredo's making some moves. He's making some moves. He's got to go though. There's no more saving tires or fuel now. It's only a couple laps to go, coming to the white flag. Fredo's got to get it done. He takes 10th. Oh man, he gets into the wall. That's going to hurt him. He's going to take 9th from Chastain. Can he get 8th? From Johnny Sauter. He might get 8th. Makes a little contact with Sauter. Fredo has a good strong start to the chase. Finishes 8th. It's not exactly what we wanted, but still a good run for Fredo. So, okay, let's take a look at the finishing order. Brett Moffitt wins the race. Sheldon Creed finishes 2nd. Tom Majeski is 3rd. Rafael Lassard 4th. Jordan Anderson finishes 5th. So, yeah, all non-chase drivers right there from the looks of it. It's not until you get to Austin Hill where you get to, Austin Hill, Bend Roads, I think, till you get to the chase drivers. So Fredo finishes, I'd have to remember who's in the chase and who's out, but he's no worse than 3rd of the chase drivers. So we'll scroll on down. Gets a few spots on Christian Eckes, that's good. Finishes ahead of Johnny Sauter, Todd Gilliland. Keep going down here. Holy smokes, Grant Enfinger must have crashed or blown up. And so did Stuart Friesen. Both of them had awful runs. Wow. Okay, this is really going to shake up the chase standings. Yeah, they finished 31st and 32nd, respectively. So, yeah, bad start for those two. So, let's see what this does to the chase. All right. So, here's a look at the point standings as it stands right now. Since nobody that was in the chase won a race, it's all on points. Fredo McGill takes the points lead, a full 12 points ahead of Johnny Sauter, 13 points ahead of Johnny Sauter. Grant Enfinger drops all the way down to 3rd. Ben Rhodes, 4th. Only 4 points ahead of the cutoff line. and Todd Gilliam's just working 4 points behind. Only 5 points for Ross Chastain, 12 points for Chris Nichols. And then look at Stuart Friesen falls 29 points off the cutoff line. That's not good. Friesen's already in win now mode. That dead last finish killed him. He's got to win now, either Talladega or Martinsville. Points will not be enough, I don't think. So, yeah, this really shook up the playoff standings right here. So, let's see where we head to next. Let's see what our next race looks like. Okay, we got some comments from the competitors. That was a tough race. Move on. I don't know how finishing 8th was a tough race, and the fact that everybody that was ahead of Fredo basically crashed and burned and had awful races. I don't know how that was a tough race, but okay, sure, whatever. Clay Greenfield, that was a tough race. I don't know how finishing 8th place was a tough day. But again, whatever. So, yeah, okay, that should be a meme right there. The fact that our competitors said we had a tough race, then a banner pops up and says that says Fredo has momentum going into the next round. So, yeah, it looks like our next race is the last race before the finale with the Extreme Dirt Tour Series at Charlotte. So this will be the last round to set the final four. It gets into the chase. So we're going to go here and take a look at our season standings. So Fredo, with that win at Fantech Fairgrounds, advances to the final round. He doesn't need to worry about winning now or having a good finish. He's racing for a championship. Same with Leslie Gomez. Same with Caleb Stevenson. But boy, you get back here, Tony Stewart, and it's dicey. He's only 4 points ahead of Mark Hunter. He's only 4 points ahead of Mark Hunter of making it into the chase. Mark Hunter only needs to gain a couple spots to knock Tony Stewart out. And then if come on now, don't do that. Okay, back to what I was saying. If Mark Hunter finishes a couple spots ahead of Tony Stewart, or if any one of these 4 drivers wins the race, Tony Stewart's knocked out. So Stewart has to have a good race here, and he has to finish ahead of everybody that you see here. None of these drivers, he needs to make sure none of these drivers win. He needs to make sure Mark Hunter doesn't gain enough spots on him to knock him out, and Stewart himself will be racing for a championship. So it's a little dicey for Stewart right now. So, but everybody else, they can relax. They're good to they're good to go for the championship. So, what do you say? We find out who gets the final transfer spot into the final round to win it for a chance to win the championship, and see who wins this race too. So let's head to Charlotte and see what happens. All right, Fredo, it's time to qualify for the next to last race of the season. The final race before the cutoff of the final 4. Once again, Fredo doesn't need to worry about winning or having a good finish. He's locked into the final 4. We took a little gear out of the car for Fredo. Hopefully that'll have him have a better lap. So we'll see how he qualifies here. Going into turn 3. Still hitting that rev limiter pretty good. But it's not as bad as it was. And we'll see where he qualifies. Gets the goal lap and qualifies on the pole. How about that? So Fredo's back to his top finishing or top starting ways. So let's take a look and see where everybody starts. Fredo Benigno qualifies on the pole. Tony Stewart doing what he needs to do. Starts second. Leslie Gomez is third. Randy Davis is fourth. And Mark Hunter, closest guy to knock Stewart out as far as points are concerned, starts fifth. Needs to finish at least a couple spots ahead of Stewart to get in. And then we'll scroll on down. There's Luke Cobb in 13th. Roy Wood. Basically, anybody still in the chase that needs to get into the final 4, they have to win now. So Yeah, that's your starting order right there. Alan Anderson rounds out your field in 24. So let's head to the race and see who gets that final transfer spot for the final round at Dora. All right, Fredo, it's time to set the field for the championship round. We're underway at Dora. So Fredo did what he needed to do last week to get the win. Locked himself into the chase, and he's just driving off and leaving everybody now. He's back to form now. So it's really up to Tony Stewart to keep Mark Hunter behind him and claim that last spot to race for a championship. I'll tell you what, getting that win last race for Fredo, that really, I think that really got his confidence back up to where it needed to be. He kind of got in a little bit of a slump there for a little bit. Kind of stumbled out of the gate in the first round to start off the semifinals, but he's back to form now. He's definitely back to form. Just needs to be careful, not do anything crazy and stupid. Oh boy, like that right there. He got tangled up with another car, and that cost him right there. So I think what we're going to do is arrive pit and fix that nose damage. So yeah, that dropped Fredo all the way back to 20. He's got a strong enough car to make it back up to the front. So yeah, that was kind of what we were afraid of right there. Fredo getting tangled up with other cars, but I think he'll be all right here. So he just needs to work his way back up to the front here, get around a lot of these other slower cars, run down Tony Stewart, who's leading. Oh, come on! Come on, Fredo, you gotta stop this, dude.
Alright, you're coming to the green. Be ready here.
We were doing so well. I mean, we got 12 laps to go. It's not like Fredo's got no time at all to get back to the front, but he's digging his hole deeper right now. He just needs to be patient. He's got a strong enough car to win the race. And, you know, right now he's found his groove up way down there on the bottom. He just needs to keep doing that, and these guys are just driving down on top of him now. So yeah. Whoa! Okay. Well, Fredo needs to calm down there. That got a little hairy. Fredo got down there a little too much. But now he can kind of line it out and chase down Tony Stewart. Fredo, you gotta be careful, my guy. You don't need to be doing anything crazy. We basically got this in the bag. We don't need to be causing problems. 3 laps to go. Fredo just needs to put it on cruise control. He's driving off and leaving Tony Stewart. And Stewart stays where he's at. Nothing happens to him. He's racing for a championship. But he made that a lot more interesting than he needed to make it. So coming off turn 4 to get the white flag. White flag's in the air. 1 more lap to go. And Fredo just needs to put it on cruise control right now. And Fredo Bangino wins at Charlotte to close out the round of 8. Gets his second win of the chase. That was a little bit of edge of your seat action right there, because that could have really ended badly for Fredo. So, all right. Quick look at the running order. Fredo Bangino wins the second straight race in the chase. Tony Stewart finishes second. That puts him into the final round. He's racing for a championship. Caleb Stevenson finishes third. Eric Wright fourth. And Mark Hunter rounds out your top 5. Not quite enough to make it into the chase. Still a good effort though. So we'll scroll on down and see where your favorite driver finishes. So we'll go on down, and Matthew Day rounds out your field in 24th. All right, here's the points, and here's your final 4 that's going for the championship right here. Fredo Bangino advances. Of course, obviously advanced last episode, the last race at Fanatec Fairgrounds. Wins again here at Charlotte. So he has back-to-back wins. Caleb Stevenson advances as well. So does Leslie Gomez. They win. Tony Stewart gets the final transfer spot into the final 4. So these 4 guys are racing for a championship. Everybody from Mark Hunter on back is eliminated. So, yeah. The 4 guys you see in green there, that's your championship 4 going into Eldora. And of course, once again, Fredo Bangino standing in victory lane with the confetti raining down. He's got some serious momentum going into the chase, or going into the championship round. So, yeah, he's looking back to form now. So let's see where we head to next. And there it is. You made the dirt finals. Fredo's racing for a championship. So yeah, this is big stuff. He's got a chance to go for back-to-back championships. So we'll see what happens there. We'll wait for the calendar to pop up and see where Fredo heads off to next. So, looks like we got a compliment. Looks like we got a tweet from a fellow competitor. Says, "Hey, Fredo Bangino the 4th, you made it to the dirt finals. I'm pulling for you. Go out there and get the win." That's from Greg Willis, so we'll send him a compliment. So there you go, right there. And yeah, Fredo's even got the bonus money too, so that's big. And it looks like our next race is the Camping World Truck Series at Talladega. Yeah, we'll go with 2 top 10s, why not? So this will be the Sugarland Shine 250 at Talladega Super Speedway. Not Fredo's best track. We'll see what happens going into the second round of the round of 8 at Talladega. So, yeah, this is by far probably Fredo's weakest track of the chase. So, who knows? Maybe he can surprise us all and get a good run there. So, only got a couple races left to go. Got this race, Martinsville, and Phoenix. The final race of the season, where the championship 4 will where the final 4 drivers will decide the championship. But until then, we got Talladega and Martinsville left to set the final 4. So we'll find out how things goes. And there's your playoff standings right there. So right now, Fredo will be leading the points. Johnny Sauter second, Grant Enfinger third, and Ben Rhodes, as it stands right now, will be your final 4. But we still got 2 races left to go, and a lot can happen. If Vegas taught us anything, this could get wild before the round of 8 concludes and we set the final 4 for the championship. So until then, we'll see you guys in the next episode. And thanks for watching. Take care, and bye for now.